The first time anyone saw her, she was curled beneath a rusted-out truck in the back of an abandoned construction site on the edge of town. It had been raining for days, and her fur clung to her body in heavy, muddy clumps. Every time someone tried to come close, she didn't bark, didn't growl, she just trembled and let out this soft, broken whimper that felt like a cry straight from a shattered heart. It wasn't just fear. It was the sound of betrayal. Of a soul that had once loved someone deeply and been left behind. No tags, no collar, just eyes that had seen too much. People passed by for almost a week. A few left food. Most just whispered about her sadness and moved on. She didn't move much, just stayed under that truck like it was her only shield left in the world. Then one morning, a woman named Karen showed up with a blue raincoat, a bag full of treats, and a quiet determination. Karen ran a local foster rescue and had spent the past 10 years working miracles with the broken and forgotten. But she'd never seen a dog like this. She approached slowly, kneeling a good 10 feet away. The golden retriever didn't even lift her head, just stared into the distance. Karen placed the food down and sat quietly, whispering nothing in particular, just letting her presence fill the silence. It became a daily ritual. Each day, Karen inched a little closer. No pressure, no rush. Until on day 5, the golden's nose twitched at the scent of chicken in Karen's hand, and she took a single, trembling step forward. That was the moment something shifted. It wasn't trust yet, not even close, but it was the first time the dog had responded to kindness in a very long time. Karen named her Hope, though she kept that name quietly to herself. Saying it out loud felt too fragile at that point. When she finally managed to loop a soft leash around Hope's neck, there was no struggle. Just a quiet acceptance, like Hope had decided she was tired of being afraid. Karen wrapped her in a warm blanket, carried her to the car, and drove home without a word. The hum of the engine, a soft lullaby against the storm outside. She just lay on the dog bed in the corner, her back to the room, facing the wall like a ghost, refusing to return to the world. Karen didn't push her. She simply stayed close by, reading quietly, sometimes speaking gently, letting Hope know she wasn't alone. The next day, Hope ate a little. The day after that, she sniffed at a toy. It was small progress, but to Karen, it felt like winning the lottery. What Karen didn't know yet was that Hope's trauma went far deeper than anyone could guess. A visit to the vet revealed old injuries, scars on her legs, a healed rib fracture, and the worst metal fragments embedded near her back leg, the kind that don't come from accidents. Someone hadn't just abandoned her. Someone had hurt her. Deliberately. Repeatedly. That knowledge hit Karen like a punch to the chest. How could anyone look into those soft brown eyes and respond with cruelty? Over the next few weeks, Karen worked patiently with Hope. She played soft music, introduced her to other calm rescue dogs, left the back door open to the garden so Hope could decide when she was ready to explore. It took 12 days before Hope stepped outside, another 4 before her tail gave the tiniest wag at the sight of the sun. It wasn't much, but it was enough. Karen documented everything, posting small updates on her rescue's social media. The world began to fall in love with Hope. Comments poured in. Thousands of people rooted for her daily, their hearts breaking and healing alongside hers. Strangers sent care packages. One child mailed her a hand-drawn card that said, "I believe in you, Hope." Then one day, something magical happened. Karen was in the kitchen, distracted with laundry, when she felt something warm press against her calf. It was Hope leaning against her, just for a second, then pulling away. It was the first time she had ever initiated touch. Karen fell to her knees, crying into Hope's fur, not caring if she was overreacting. Because for Hope, that moment was everything. Of course, healing isn't linear. Some nights, Hope still whimpered in her sleep, caught in dreams no one could understand. Loud noises made her flinch. Sudden movement could send her scurrying. But every time she stumbled, Karen was there. Quiet, patient, steady. Months passed. And slowly, the dog that had once curled into herself under a rusted truck began to unfold. Her eyes lit up at me. She started playing chase in the yard with the other rescues. She even barked once a surprised, sharp little yip at a squirrel end. Karen laughed so hard she cried. Hope had found her voice. Adoption. Karen had always planned to find her a forever home. But now that Hope was thriving, that moment had arrived. Applications poured in, families touched by her journey, eager to offer her a new life. Karen read through every single one, carefully. One stood out. A retired couple, gentle, experienced, with a quiet home by a lake, and hearts that had healed from their own losses. Hope was hesitant at first. But when the couple arrived, she did something unexpected. She walked over and lay her head in the woman's lap. Karen knew, then and there, that Hope had chosen. Saying goodbye was hard. Karen had cried. The couple had cried. Hope even let out a soft sigh that felt like closure. But the truth is, Karen hadn't just rescued Hope. Hope had rescued her right back. And when the update photos started, arriving Hope curled by the fireplace, playing by the lake, napping beside the couple's grandson. And here's the part where you come in. There are thousands of animals, like Hope, out there hiding under trucks, behind dumpsters, in alleys and forests and broken places, waiting for someone to see them. Waiting for someone like you. So if this story moved you, even a little, consider liking the video. Share it with someone who needs to believe in second chances. And if your heart has room, visit your local shelter, volunteer, adopt. Because for every Hope, there's a Karen out there too, just waiting to make the world a little softer. And if you want to follow more incredible journeys like this one, subscribe. We'll keep sharing stories that show the quiet, powerful bond between people and the animals we're lucky enough to call family. Because in the end, it's not just about rescue. It's about healing. Together,